Welcome to our summary of Lesson 8, which is about the four relationships of our course on Aristotle, on Avicennian logic or Mantiq. So let's begin with a short dua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma akhrijna min zulumatil wahm wa akrimna binuril fahm. اللهم افتح علينا أبواب رحمتك وانشر علينا خزائن علومك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين والحمد لله رب العالمين. So in the previous lessons, we have already taken the necessity for learning logic, the subject of logic, the usage and definition as an instrumental science, its formulator, and a discussion on expressions, and then classification of words. And just last meeting, we have already dealt with concept and referent, that is mafhum and misdaq, as well as universal and particular, or kul and juz'i. So in this lesson, we are dealing with the four relationships. So these four relationships are about the universal concepts. To be particular, how two universal concepts may relate to each other. The main idea in this lesson is that when we compare two general concepts by looking at their reference or misdaq, their relationship must be one of these four kinds, these four relationships that we are referring to, and there is no fifth possibility. By the way, when we say reference, we are referring to the things a concept applies to. No? For example, the word sun is a concept and it refers to the actual sun. So these are the four relationships. One is heterogeneity. So let us take that symbol, and it is defined as two concepts having no common reference. For example, human and then stone. Meaning no human is stone and no stone is human, unless you are using figurative or polysemic, or in stone is referring to a name of a person, something like that. The second relationship is equality. It means to say the two concepts apply to exactly the same reference. For example, we are on one hand we say human being and then rational being, or insanun natiq. So it means to say that every human being is a rational being and every rational being is a human being. So that is the second relationship. The third one is what we describe as generality and peculiarity in some respects. So let's take the symbol X. How we define it? It means to say the two concepts overlap in some reference, but each has also reference of its own. For example, human and then black. When we say human, it means to say some are black, some are not. And when we say black, some are not human, some are human. So it means to say some humans are black and some are not black, as I have mentioned. The third possibility is absolute universality and particularity. So it means to say all reference of one concept are included in the other, but not all reference of the broader concept belong to the narrower one. For example, one concept is animal, which is broader, and then human. Human is within the set of animal. It means to say human is part of every animal. Every human is an animal, but not every animal is human. So these are the four relationships that we are talking about. So let's have a quick review on the symbol guide. So human versus stone, no overlap. No overlap. Human being equals rational being, the same reference. And then human X black, it means to say there is partial overlap. Then human is animal. Human is narrower than animal. And animal, uh, not all animals are human. So it means to say animal is broader than human as two concepts. So if two universal concepts have one of the four relationships, their contradictories also have a relationship. For example, the original relationship is equality. So what is the example that we have mentioned? Hayawanun natiq, and then human being, insan. So the relationship between contradictories is non-rational being and non-human being. How about absolute universality, such that animal and then human? So the contradictories is that non-human, non-animal, the same type but it is reversed. And the third one is generality and peculiarity in some respects. Bird, X, black. So the relationship between contradictories will be something like that, something like this. Non-bird, X, non-black. It means to say sometimes the same, sometimes heterogeneity. And the last one is heterogeneity, wherein human slash stone. So the relationship between contradictories is, for example, to say non-human is non-stone. What does it mean? It means to say sometimes heterogeneity, whereas sometimes there are partial overlap between the two concepts. So what is our takeaway from this lesson? First, two universal concepts must have one of the four relationships. That is obvious. And these are heterogeneity, equality, partial overlap, and absolute inclusion. And the other point is that symbols, they help summarize the relations quickly. And the last point is that contradictories also have logical relationships. So in order to prepare for the exercises after the lesson, so here are the review questions that we can consider as a way of reviewing the lesson. What are the four possible relationships between two concepts? Number two, give one example of each relationship. Number three, what happens to the relationship when we look at the contradictories? And to delve deeper, here is the instruction for practical exercise. Choose 20 concepts, mafhum, from one page of a book and identify the relationships between some of them. So next meeting, we will proceed to the next lesson, which will be about the five universals. Thank you so much and see you then, inshallah.